Good afternoon on a Saturday from England. I'm not going to tell you where I live now. Yeah. This is my 5th video. I need subscribers because if I've got 3 subscribers and one of them I accidentally got by cheating and the 2 are family members. So I'm going to put that out there straight away. That this is a new movement from me that I've been sitting on. And I'm going to need your support if I'm going to be able to carry on. And today, I'm in my daughter's room. She has a whiteboard that I am going to use when I get some pens, but she has told me that under no circumstances, do not film silly YouTube things in my room. And she's gone out with her friend because she's not here. So this is the best space in my house. I'm going to use it. But today's topic, this topic for now, is going to be about Year 6 SATs and how I'm not sure if any of you are aware that the primary system in England are still putting children through a system of you're good at this, you're good at that, you're good at this, results basically. After all their hard work and commitment through primary school, they're still ending them with results that actually do not count whatsoever. Now, my daughter, I booked a holiday on week May the 12th last year, and my daughter was going to get top marks in her SATs, and she's very clever, very committed, as you can see. She's got a whiteboard and she's only just but I told the school that unfortunately I've booked a holiday on SATs week. What did they say to me? SATs don't even count, they don't even get registered. It's just literally something for the school to show, okay, for their results, so they can all fight about who's the best school and who's doing the best and that. But what I'm really trying to point out is my daughter sat and watched. Well, she went through all of the, the learning and went through the process with her class. And then on results day, she was worried that she was going to get top results. And of course, she wanted it for her ego. And of course, she wanted to know that but she knows still now, even though she didn't do her SATs. But what she did witness was a lot of people crying and a lot of children feeling deflated, knowing that they were good at maths, but they came out with bad results. And even though this isn't going to be reflected into their high school, apparently, it's reflected into the child, again, quantum observations. That child says then that I didn't do well enough. I didn't do well under pressure. I did this, I did that. And then it's also feeding the egos of the children that did well. And it's straight away the separation of the unity that we're trying to create on this earth is being put into the children before they've worked so hard throughout primary school. Why, when we're doing SATs, are the children not allowed to breathe? Children should be able to choose whether to have a break, maybe whether to, I'm afraid 11-year-olds are able to study what they want to study. So why aren't they allowed for 4 months to practice doctor studies, maybe they want to read some books. Maybe they just want to breathe for 4 months before they go into another large chapter of their childhood of education from the system, the success system of you must, create results basically, rather than concentrate on everybody's individual talents, because everyone's got talents. And that's why I'm hoping maybe even as AI moves forward that we can maybe see different personality traits in our children rather than this just robotic human system that we've made up that seems worse, because it's just categorizing children and they're not allowed to do what they want to do. And even in secondary school now, my daughter's not learning to the speed that she needs to learn at. So for the intelligent children, they're being numbed off. All my children are finding school quite easy, and they're thankfully, because it's not easy when your child's struggling, and they all enjoy school. But most of them are bored. They're not teaching them to find their centre. They're not teaching them to stretch. We're not integrating Asian culture and moving forward. And I tell you why, because we're not sticking up for our children properly. The use of the internet now, we can, politics in Britain is falling apart. We can stand up. And if we don't stand up because we're too busy messing out all this, that and the other, then we're going to pass this on to our children. The world's moving and changing fast. And if we have the power in the next 5 to 7 years to completely reverse the educational systems for our children, if we work hard, if we keep pushing, it's not even exactly a number one passion of mine. I'm passionate about pushing on alignment of the whole country, basically, through the heart chakra of Glastonbury. And just through heart choices, we are so stuck in a very interesting system that has been, well, I can't remember if it's right or left, but basically just so industrial, and we are still letting our children be victims of the industrialness. I've got some nieces and nephews that are going through picking their options in year 10, and again, it's just so swamping what they have to pick. They're not allowed to be individuals. And for example, some people in maths are good at some parts of maths and not others, and they have to learn the whole bloody thing. And if they don't pass their GCSEs to the grade of maths that we all apparently need to be a standard of, then they have to work harder in college. And it's just a deflating system for people who are empathic. We all know that some intelligent people lack heart, and it's a fact. We've seen it ourselves throughout school. And it's just trying to bring back the fact that a lot of intelligent people are flopping out of the system because of they do not want to put all their energy into this basically factorized system that we're still in from the 80s and beyond. And some of the most intelligent people don't want to be in the education system. I could have been an accountant, I could have been a doctor. And even now, as I'm moving into the healing world, I don't want to even build up any certificates because I think it's going to impressionate on me for what I actually know and what I can actually learn in this day and age through the internet, and what I can absorb as a human being even when I'm asleep. You know, like some of us are really good thinkers. Einstein, I'm not Einstein, mate, but Einstein wasn't really good at school. He was a window thinker, and we're just going to have to realise that if you go to uni, you're going to learn what the system has learned already. And aren't we trying to like kick it up the arse a little bit, and just maybe the future isn't just about these egotistic results anymore. It's about what you're weighing up in your heart. Maybe AI, I'm not supporting AI exactly, but I do believe that we can either think positively or negatively with the changes. Believe me, mate, I've been stuck in a hole where I could hardly even speak to people at times with so much negativeness, going, the world's a mess. But there is so many positive things, mate, if you start looking positively. And positively at the moment, we need to use the power of the people. And at the moment, maybe people that are meditating get together with their minds aren't minds like mine and yours, maybe. And this is the step of the movement of the mind power. Maybe we can control more by getting together through thought and our energy and our pictures in our mind, the quantum world, trying to make it real. And is it flammable? Something word for the heads that maybe do sort everything out, because we could maybe create thought patterns for them to then, you know, receive eventually. For the forward thinkers can start a movement. So basically what I'm saying is I'm offering services. I want to start doing meditations with as many people at one point, mind power, control of with our minds in a night. I think this could be the best way to, rather than all of this, all this chat, when actually the problem is bigger and it's over conversation. It's more about the wearing of the energy of our human, and that there's so much to be changed. And I'm wanting to hold different medications on different subjects, just keeping it nice and straight to the point for different changes, for changing our education systems, just trying to wake up the people that are definitely above us at the moment in power, and trying to make them receive thought patterns that maybe they're not receiving at the moment, but maybe we need to create those thought patterns. So if you want to join me for some meditations, I'm going to leave my up the Glastonbury tour, which is the heart chakra of the world. It's so much more than a festival. I'm glad that the world is paying attention towards Glastonbury through its festival, but it is the centre point of spirituality, along with Tibet and Sedona, and I'm lucky enough to be near it, and I'm lucky enough to be carrying the energy within my system, for sure, okay? So, live meditations, leave the email below, because that's all I have at the moment. I'm definitely a new movement that's going to move fast, especially if I get support. So give me a mail and we'll see what we can hook ourselves up for, basically. I think it's going to be voluntary payments. I really want to get, I'd love to get 1,000 people together, mate, and see if we can make movements. Coming from someone that is not full of money and success in their life, but full of love and full of this. I've done a lot of self-assurance. I've gone through that point where I need everybody to know what I know, and I'm just trying to reflect it back in the most fun, enjoyable way that I could. Right, anyway, email me, subscribe, otherwise, you know, I'll just be flying around the internet alone, slowly trying to change things. So let's just get it going, guys. Let's get it going. Much love to everybody. I'm going to say it, namaste, or as my partner would say, namaste. Cheers and bye, my friends. And have a good weekend. And don't drink too much beer. And don't vape. Have a fag. Or not.